Hi, thank you for joining me for my first creative team process video for May for Hey Little Magpie, and I've chosen to use joyful notes for the month of May. So you can see I've got two photos here of myself and my mum, and then one of mum and dad when we went to Liverpool a couple of weeks ago. James was doing a makers market at the bombed out church there. So I took mum and dad for a day trip out to go and see him, and it was a really lovely day. So we parked on Bold Street, which is a really vibrant area of Manchester and just where the bombed out church is. And I saw this blue facing of this building and decided that I wanted a picture. So I'm terrible at remembering to take photos when we go out, so I thought I'll get one now, and then at least we've got one of the day. And of course I didn't take any when we were at the bombed out church. I don't think I did anyway. I need to see if mum took any. So I've torn the wordy paper at the bottom into a strip and stuck that down, and now I'm just layering up these two other papers that I'd chosen. I love the stripy one for some contrast and some colours, and then just the navy blue because it suited the photos really nicely. Dad's got a navy blue coat on, and there's plenty of blue as you can see in those photos. So struggling a little bit to get these layered up. I'm still using my ATG gum. If you watch my channel, you know this is relatively new to me. I used to use, well, I tried it years and years ago and didn't get on with it, but I'm slowly getting used to it now. But for things like this, I think I'm still better with wet glue, really. Look, I missed where I was putting the glue on that piece and I wasn't able to tuck it down under the other piece very well. You'll see me struggling as I try and curl it up a little bit, and I've got the glue a little bit too high. But it's all a learning curve, isn't it? So the blue wordy paper I tore slightly bigger than I'd intended. So this page comes about halfway up the white cardstock base with the two other layers that I've got going on there. The photos that I've got are 3x4, and they're going to be tucked under the right hand side of these strips of paper. So just trying to get that glue off that I managed to get on the paper where I wanted to curl the other layer up, and then layering those photos there. So I'm going to grab the 6x8 paper pad to add some mats behind the photos, but first of all I want to add a white cardstock mat just to provide a little bit of definition between the photos and this mat. So just tearing this off I struggle a little bit getting it off the pad, but there we go. And then bringing in some scrap cardstock. You can see this is one that I've used for a cut file in the past. I just keep all of them in a 12x12 baggie next to my desk, and then I can use them for matting my photos. So here's the first one, and then I shall do the second one, and these will layer really nicely over one another. The one of mum and dad, there's quite a big blank space on the left hand side of them, so I can overlap the two photos there. So just adding that mat here, and then I can add the background pieces with that lovely 6x8 paper that I've chosen. And you can see I'm going for contrasting colours. I'm choosing some of the colours from those stripes in that stripy paper, just so that it's not all blue. I wanted to make sure I bring some different colours into this. So this burgundy works beautifully for the background. My handbag that you can't really see on the left hand side of me is burgundy, so it works nicely with the photos as well. So first of all, matting that photo of mum and I as a whole, and then the one of mum and dad, the piece of paper wasn't quite big enough, but it didn't matter because I knew that I was overlapping the two photos, so I just left the left hand side of the photo blank and made sure that the border went round the right hand side and the top and bottom. I found this lovely notes paper in the 6x8 paper pad and wanted to bring in one of the green piece to use for my journaling. So that's got a space for the date at the top as well, so that's going to work nicely. So just using my Tim Holtz edge distress to distress those edges of that first photo and get that stuck down, and then I can add the second one and then that notes piece. Again, just distressing those edges. Remember to do it after I've had the glue, of course. There we go, and then this notes piece will tuck nicely under there. So once again, distressing the edges so that it's all the same, has the same look, and tucking that under. So that's the basis of the page done. I can start embellishing. So I go to the 6x12 stickers and pull out this piece that says good vibes, and then start to embellish around that. Now I've got to tell you now that good vibes piece doesn't stay there. You'll see me fiddling and faffing with it quite a bit until I decide that I'm just not happy with the shape of it. So that will be pulled off and added to another layout another day. Same with this Love You sticker. I do keep it on the layout, but it does get moved. I was really indecisive when I was creating that layout. I don't know whether I was trying to go too quickly and not really thinking about what I was doing, but this just goes to show that this the quality of these papers from American Crafts and the stickers is brilliant, because I'd stuck them down quite hard and I was still able to peel them off and either put them back on the sticker sheet for another day or reposition them on the layout without causing any damage. So just adding my journaling to that green card now there, and then my roller date stamp to the top to add the date, which was 21st of April. And then I can start embellishing. So I've die cut using one of our Hey Little Magpie dies, this spider web from Craft Cardstock, and I think that works really nicely on the left hand side there to sort of fill in that top line going across the torn papers. So I've added that Good Vibes sticker back onto it, and now I'm trying to embellish around it to see how it's going to work. And it's pretty soon that I realise that I'm just not happy. So bringing in that lovely orange flower from the sticker sheet, and then moving this I Love You sticker. I said I was going to move that, so I try it up above there first, don't like it. Try it next to Dad, but it covers half of him up, which I wasn't happy. So I put it next to the photo of Mum and I, because I want the sentiment is really I love my mum and dad, so I think that'll work nicely there. So now I'm going to start pulling off loads of the florals from this sticker sheet. If you know me and you've watched me for a while, you know I'm not a huge floral user, but I thought this photo lent itself really nicely and the shape of the layout. So I am going to use a lot of the florals on this layout from this 6x12 sticker sheet. So you can see I'm just tucking them in under those layers of paper, some on the second layer, some on the first, and slowly building things up. And then I decided that I wanted them to have definition, so I'm going to add some of these tiny 6x2 foam pads to the top edges of the stickers, just to lift them up and raise them on that page. And this creates fantastic definition and cast shadows across the page. I really like the look of this. It means it's not a flat page, it is full of texture, but that's great. So this is where I pulled off that sticker. I just wasn't happy with it, so I'm just going to work with the other stickers that I've got and continue to build up and layer around these, again using all those 6x2 foam pads just to raise the edges of those flowers and provide a great dimension. I think I'm nearly there now. I'm so sorry if you can hear, I've got a fly trapped in this room with me. It's buzzing around. It's driving me insane. You can tell it's coming towards summer now. The spring is well and truly on the way. It's a beautiful sunny day here today in Warrington, which is unusual. So almost there with all those foam pads now. And then adding another floral up here. I just wanted to replace where that other sticker had been, because I've got a big blank space on the left hand side of that journaling spot. So just trying to work out how to put that there, and I decide to move that leaf to point the other way, and then it's much easier to add this. So the floral leans off to the left and then this leaf over to the right. So continuing to add some more florals, this one to cover up that hole in the centre of that spider web, and that looks really nice the way it's peeking out now, the spider web. And then another floral at the bottom here just to fill in these gaps a little bit more. So again, just adding those foam pads and adding it to that cluster, and then I'm going to bring this one in and add it to the bottom right, just on top of that cluster there. And then this lovely pink one on top of that left cluster again there, just adding foam pads just to raise it up. There we go. And then a floral at the top here. And then another bigger one. At first it goes to the left, to the right here, but that does get moved as well. You'll see shortly. A couple of hearts, a gold and a blue heart there. And then I wanted to use this birdie. I just thought it was really cute. So lifting up this blue flower, you can see I was moving these stickers around an awful lot on the page, but they've stuck beautifully. So very happy with the quality. And now I need to bridge that gap between those two pieces. So just adding a few more little bits to the top, another little orange flower there. And I think this one's going to go at the top, but it doesn't work there, so I add it to the bottom. And then I decide to move that bird yet again. So I'm going to bring in a little craft tab cut from the EK Success tab punch, and then add one of the word stickers to that. And this word sweet works perfectly on there. So I'm just going to add glue to the bottom of that, and then some foam pads behind the tab piece to raise it up and provide the dimension again. And then I'm coming into my tickets from 49er Market. These are brilliant for adding little bits that are something a little bit different to the page. So just adding one crumpled up at the top there, another one stamp to the left here. Again, just crumpling it up a little bit and adding some glue behind it. And then another little ticket that says captured, which I think works really nicely there. So just have to move those hearts slightly just to fit it in. And I really like the slope that that's given from the height of the photos right there down to the left-hand side. So now I'm going to add some gold splatters, and this is normally what I would do at the very end of a layout. So just using some gold watercolour paint. But I wasn't happy with the size of that blue scripty paper at the bottom. I just felt it was much too big. Like I say, with hindsight, I would have made that about half the height. So I wanted to add something to that to detract from the fact that it's a very big, bold, almost blank piece of paper, because it's tone on tone, isn't it? So I reach into the alphabet stickers that are in this kit from Pink Fresh and spell out where we were, which was Bold Street. And then underneath I decide that I need to add Liverpool, because we do actually have a Bold Street in Warrington. I didn't want to look back and think, what were we doing in Warrington on that day? So just add Bold Street first of all in these lovely gold stickers, and then I go into my stash and find some older Vicky Boutin alphabet stickers. I think these were from her Christmas range this year or last year, I forget now. And just add the word Liverpool. Now I didn't have two L's, so I do have to take a T and cut a little bit off and put it upside down to create the second L. And that's it done. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you've enjoyed this. Do give us a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this to see everybody else's videos. I'll see you again very soon. Bye.